So we've just arrived at Harpers Ferry and I've decided to go for a walk. Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we're off looking for blazes, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with the concept of the Appalachian Trail, is that an Appalachian Trail blaze, Joe? It's a blue blaze. We're looking for white blazes. Still on the hunt for our first white blaze. It's only Tuesday and we're just horribly jet lagged. Got a very late arrival in Washington this morning at 2 a.m. in freezing cold weather, so we had very little sleep. We've just found our way to Harpers Ferry and we're going to be following these steps in 2 days' time, but you know, we're so excited about this adventure that we're about to embark on that we just couldn't help but head out and go for a little reconnaissance to work out where the Appalachian Trail Conservancy was, because we'll check in and get our ticket tomorrow to register for our hike. But also we couldn't help but go and find the first white blaze. We've watched years of videos of other people following the white blazes through the trees, and it's our turn, and it's wonderful. It's really exciting and I can't wait to get started.
Well, Bridget, here is the white blaze, and we're going to be following this that way on not tomorrow, the next day when we start. So we're at Harpers Ferry, which is the halfway point of the trail, and we'll be following these blazes, white blazes, all the way up north, which is damn exciting. Before there was just going through Harpers Ferry, the township, and we saw the blue blazes. Now those blue blazes takes you off to points of interest, to the campsites, water, various exits to go and resupply, and so on. Those miles don't count to the total trail. You follow the white blaze. This is awesome.
I'm having a bit of a moment. So we've decided to save the first white blaze for Thursday, because that's the day that we actually embark on the trail. But to be here and to see what we've seen in so many other people's videos is quite remarkable. And since I posted on our Facebook page to say that Joe and I were New Zealanders and we were vlogging and we were travelling all this distance to come to the States to walk this iconic walk, the amount of people who've reached out to us and just been incredibly generous and offered advice and anything has been really remarkable, and we're really so appreciative and grateful for the generosity of the people that we've met in the first 24 hours that we've been here. So thank you. Cheers. How are you this morning, Joe?
But nippy, Bridgie.
It is cold, isn't
Yeah,
it?
very cold.
What have you been up to?
We've had the pleasure of experiencing our first bit of trail magic, though we haven't hit the trail. And we're going to talk about trail magic and trail angels later on. But we were actually just doing a few little bits and pieces. We're off to Walmart in Charlestown, and it's about 5 miles out from Harpers Ferry, and get a few little bits and pieces, and we're all ready to start our adventure.
Just had our first Walmart experience. I would have videoed inside, but I felt a bit self-conscious. I'm still feeling self-conscious about this video and business. Interestingly, face mask mandates finished yesterday, so no one had a face mask on. Well, us, until we took them off. So we're both starving, and we're looking for, apparently there's a really good place here that does really yummy bagels. So heading off for some bagels, and I'm following Joe, so hopefully he knows where he's going. Look, you can take a man out of Auckland, but you clearly can't separate a man from a shopping bag. There goes Joe, with our Walmart purchases, heading for a bagel rig. So this morning it's not morning, it's kind of lunchtime. We've come over to Charlestown to go to the Walmart, and we've been to this bakery and had a lovely bagel for lunch. Joe's called an Uber, and we're just waiting for the Uber to come and collect us and take us back to Harpers Ferry. I think the ATC is open there, so we're going to go and present ourselves at the ATC. We've in fact got the phone number of Roger, who works there, so if he's not there we can phone him. And I think this is our Uber coming now, but we want to get our tags. No, it's not. We want to get our tags and register our walk at the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. So done all our jobs, got some food, got some sunshine. I think we're ready to go. What do you think, Joe? Are we ready?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. More than ready. Something about celebrating the wins as you win them, and we've just had a really, really neat experience. I mentioned that we'd been met Laurie, who had very kindly and generously come and had a coffee with us and given us a whole bunch of information. And through meeting Laurie, we found out, even though the Appalachian Trail Conservancy had a closed sign on it, we were able to meet George, or Roger, or Samurai Blue, who has checked us into the trail. We've got stickers, we've got a map, and we've got tags.
13 and 14. So we're the 13th and 14th flip-floppers from Harpers. Awesome.
It is, it's really awesome. So that just continues just a whole string of lovely experiences that we've had since we've been here. Must be time for a hot drink, because it's still really, it's cold. All the talk in Harpers Ferry, if you listen to people in the cafes and stuff, seems to be about the Hilltop House Hotel, which is apparently coming in 2024, but it's been held up a lot by people, I suppose, objecting to having a big luxury hotel built beside them. But a Hilltop House, where they're building it, is a house of some fame in Harpers Ferry, and I think people would like to keep it like that. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's a point of debate here. I was really fascinated when we drove past this house, these little birds on the edge of the roof. I thought maybe they were just stock birds sitting on the edge of the roof and pooping. Joe thought maybe it was something to do with the snow and ice. Anyway. We've seen a number of people flying the blue and yellow in support of the Ukraine. both on our way to Harpers Ferry and in Harpers Ferry. It's great to see that. And, you know, we're all thinking a lot about what's happening in the Ukraine and the Ukraine people. And finally, we're back at our accommodation. So this is where we've been staying in Harpers Ferry. It's a beautiful old building, and it's nice and warm and cosy, and our last bit of warm and cosy for a while, I think. So this is the general store at Harpers Ferry, but it's got a small outfitters, and Garlic Man in here is really helpful and has a lot of information. He's a through hiker himself, and suggestions if you want to have a bit of a chat about what you're up to. And just a shout out to the rabbit hole in Harpers Ferry. We've eaten here 3 times in the last 2 days. Wow, great experience, great food, great staff, and thank you very much for your hospitality, and particularly Kate,
Awesome,
who has
Kate.
served us twice. Thank you very, very much.